Welcome back to 100 Days and Beyond. I'm Dudley Peacock, and this is episode 23. Today's episode has a small irony baked into it. You are watching this on YouTube right now, and the face speaking to you is technically an AI avatar trained on me, rendered by HeyGen, with my voice reproduced by an 11 Labs voice clone. The script was written by me and refined with Claude. Every piece of this show is heavily AI assisted, and I am being completely open about that. So today I want to address the obvious question: when is an AI generated version of you actually better than the real you on camera? And when is it worse? This is a decision that hundreds of founders are currently making without thinking about it properly. And I want to give you the framework we use. 4 cases where avatar beats real, 2 cases where real always wins. Let me walk you through it. The first case where avatar beats real is daily, high cadence content, where the founder's voice is the differentiator, but the founder's time is the bottleneck. If you are running a business, daily video recording is expensive. Setting up the camera, the lighting, the microphone, getting in the headspace to perform, recording take after take, then editing. That is typically 2 hours per finished 10-minute episode. 5 days a week is 10 hours of your time, which is a working day you do not get back. With a properly trained avatar, you produce the same 10-minute daily episode at a cost of about 30 minutes. 20 minutes refining the script, 10 minutes reviewing the render. You get back 9.5 hours a week, and the audience gets content that is still in your voice, with your positioning, with your specific mental model of the business. The quality trade-off is minimal if the avatar is trained on enough source footage. The audience cannot tell. I know, because I have tested this on a segment of our own audience, and the response rate is statistically identical to live recorded episodes. What the audience cares about is whether the thinking sounds like you, and the thinking does sound like me because I wrote it. The second case is translation and localization. A single episode of the show recorded in English can be dubbed by 11 Labs into Spanish, French, German, Japanese, or Mandarin, with the lip sync adjusted by HeyGen to match the new audio. The translated version is genuinely watchable, not obviously dubbed, and it opens up markets that the English-only original cannot reach. For a services business with international ambition, this is a step change. You were previously choosing between English only because you could not afford a multilingual team, or hiring a multilingual team which diluted the founder voice. Now, you do not have to choose. The founder voice reaches 10 markets at the cost of 1 recording. The only case where this fails is when the cultural subtext of the content does not translate. Some business humor, some references to local regulation, some specific jokes, those do not work across cultures. But the core thinking does. And the business case for multilingual distribution is now as strong as the case for daily cadence. The third case is the one we talked about yesterday, the homepage hero video, the one where the founder records 90 seconds of tight positioning and then re-records it slightly different 6 months later because the positioning has evolved. And then again, 3 months after that, when the pricing changes, an avatar lets you regenerate the hero every time the script needs an update, without getting out the camera, without redoing the lighting, without matching the wardrobe to the previous version. The hero stays tuned to current positioning with minimal friction instead of decaying over 18 months into an obviously out-of-date artifact. The consistency argument is also strong. Every re-recording of a real human video introduces tiny differences in composition, lighting, and mood. Over several versions, the brand look drifts. The avatar version is pixel identical, so the brand stays tight, and the only thing changing between versions is the script. The fourth case is product walkthrough and explainer content. For a software business with multiple features, or a services business with multiple offer lines, producing dozens of short explainer videos is a real cost. Each one needs a new recording, new setup, new edit. With an avatar pipeline, you produce each explainer at a cost of about 10 minutes. You end up with 30 or 40 short explainer videos instead of the 4 you would have managed to record by hand. The conversion impact of having targeted explainer video for each offer is significant, and you could not achieve the volume any other way. There are 2 specific cases where real recorded video wins over an avatar, and both of them are about stakes. The first is any moment of vulnerability, admission, or emotional truth. A founder apologizing for something, a founder acknowledging a hard year, a founder sharing a personal story about why the business exists. These are moments where the audience needs to see a real person, and an avatar will feel off. Not because the avatar looks wrong, but because the audience needs the real person to be accountable. An avatar cannot be accountable, only the human can be. The second is any high-stakes commercial moment with a specific individual. A personal video message to a prospect before a meeting. A thank you after a deal closes. A one-to-one pitch for a very specific person. In these moments, the fact that you took the time to record it, the actual you with your actual face addressing the actual person, is the point. An avatar would literally undermine the gesture. 4 cases where avatar wins: daily cadence, multilingual scale, homepage hero consistency, explainer volume. 2 cases where real wins: vulnerability and high stakes one-to-one. Know which mode you are in and use the right tool for it. I use the avatar daily for this show. I record real video on my phone for personal messages to specific people. Both are fine. Confusing them is the mistake. And the disclosure question is easy. Tell the audience, I am telling you now, people do not mind AI being used. They mind being lied to. Honesty about the tooling is never the wrong call. That's episode 23. Today was the avatar question. 4 cases where an AI version of you beats the real you. Daily cadence, multilingual distribution, homepage hero consistency, and explainer video at volume. 2 cases where you must be the actual you on camera, moments of vulnerability, and high stakes one-to-one messages. And the simple disclosure rule, which is always tell the audience what they are watching. Transparency costs you nothing and builds trust that paid advertising can never buy. Tomorrow we are looking at the Content Authority Flywheel 100 episodes to compound interest and how this actually converts into pipeline that sustains the business for years. If this was useful, subscribe wherever you are listening. I'll see you tomorrow.